We're talking about a coin that could be sitting in your pocket change and potentially worth millions of dollars. That's right, I'm talking about the 1949 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. The 1949 Lincoln penny might look like just an ordinary coin at first glance, but certain versions of this coin are extremely rare and valuable. So, what makes this seemingly simple penny so special? Let's dive into the details. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1949 Lincoln penny is part of the weak penny series, minted from 1909 to 1958. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse, the wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity. But what sets the 1949 penny apart is the lack of a mint mark. No mint mark? That means it was produced in Philadelphia, which, back in the day, didn't mark their coins with a letter. Mint marks tell us where the coin was struck, S4 San Francisco, D4 Denver, and if there's no letter, it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, here's the exciting part: why is this penny potentially worth millions? Several factors play into this, but the two biggest are condition and rarity. First off, if you happen to have a 1949 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, also known as MS65 or higher, it could fetch you a small fortune. These coins are graded on a scale, and the closer the coin is to flawless, the more it's worth. Coins that are in mint state condition with no wear and tear are highly sought after by collectors. A perfectly preserved 1949 penny without a mint mark could be valued in the hundreds of thousands, even millions, in auctions. But here's where things get really interesting: error coins. A lot of the value in these pennies comes from errors made during the minting process. Some 1949 pennies were struck with double dies or have off-center strikes, which makes them unique. These mistakes are rare, and rarity is gold in the coin collecting world. Look for any unusual markings, doubling on the date or letters, or a slightly off-center design. Those details could multiply the value of your penny by millions. So, how can you tell if your 1949 penny is a jackpot coin? Here's what you should do: make sure it's a 1949 penny with no mint mark. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for a clean surface with minimal wear. Check for any unusual details like doubling or misalignment. You may need a magnifying glass or even a professional coin grading service to spot these subtle differences, but it's well worth it if your penny could be worth millions. Now, let me show you some real-world examples of 1949 pennies that sold for insane amounts of money. In recent auctions, pennies in near-perfect condition or with unique errors have sold for upwards of $100,000 to over $1 million. Imagine finding a penny in your change jar and cashing it in for that much. One such penny, a 1949 Lincoln wheat penny graded MS67, fetched over $200,000 at auction. And that's just one example. Error pennies with rare mistakes can command even higher prices. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change, go through your old coin collection, or maybe even hit up your local flea market, because that 1949 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle. Just remember, always get your coin authenticated and graded to maximize its value. If you learned something new today or think you might have a valuable penny lying around, drop a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. We're diving into a very exciting coin that could be sitting in your collection right now, the 1964 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This simple copper coin could be worth a fortune, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know why some 1964 Lincoln pennies are worth millions of dollars. Let's start with a quick look at the 1964 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted without a mint mark, which means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, it seems like a pretty ordinary coin: Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But don't let its common appearance fool you. This penny can be extremely valuable. The 1964 penny was minted during a time when the US was transitioning away from silver coins, due to rising metal costs. Even though millions of these pennies were produced, certain factors can make your coin a rare and valuable find. So, why are some 1964 Lincoln pennies worth millions? There are three key factors that collectors look for. Coins in pristine condition, especially those with little to no wear, are always in high demand. Coins that are professionally graded as MS65 or higher, that's mint state 65, can fetch thousands, if not millions, of dollars at auction. Certain error coins from 1964 are incredibly valuable. Look out for coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes. These errors are highly sought after by collectors. Some of these pennies are rare because of special circumstances like misprints or limited production runs. The 1964 penny is particularly interesting because of its large production numbers, but finding a rare error in near-perfect condition is like hitting the jackpot. Let's talk about the current market value. A regular 1964 penny in circulated condition might only be worth its face value. However, a rare coin in mint condition or with an error can sell for thousands of dollars. In fact, some have even gone for over $1 million in high-profile auctions. Here are a few examples of 1964 pennies that fetched enormous prices in year. A near-perfect 1964 Lincoln penny sold for amount at auction due to its remarkable condition. Another 1964 penny, featuring a rare double die error, was auctioned for over amount. Here's how you can check if your 1964 penny is worth millions. Carefully examine the coin under a magnifying glass. Check for doubling on the date or inscriptions. This is called a double die error. Also, watch for any off-center strikes or misalignments. If your coin looks shiny with little to no signs of wear, it could be worth getting professionally graded. A coin in mint state condition is highly valuable. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its condition and authenticity. A high-grade coin can be worth much more. Before you rush to sell your penny, keep these tips in mind. Always get your coin authenticated and graded by professionals. Avoid cleaning or polishing your coin, as this can reduce its value. So, do you have a 1964 penny in your collection? It could be your ticket to a huge payday. Let me know in the comments below if you found any rare or valuable coins. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome coin collecting videos. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your treasure hunt. 1969 Lincoln penny, and yes, believe it or not, this tiny coin has been known to fetch up to $1 million at auction. Curious why? Well, let's find out. The 1969 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as noted by the D mint mark under the date. The design features Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, or reverse. This penny is part of the famous Lincoln cents series, which has been in circulation since 1909. But what makes this particular penny so special? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and error coins. Some 1969 pennies have been found with a unique error that significantly increases their value. These are known as double die obverse coins, where the design on the front of the penny appears doubled. If you spot this doubling, especially in the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date, then you might just be holding a gold mine. This error is caused by a misalignment during the minting process, and because only a few of these flawed coins made it into circulation, collectors are willing to pay big bucks for one in good condition. So, how can you tell if your 1969 penny is worth millions? Here are a few things to check for. As we mentioned, look closely for any doubling on the obverse, especially in Liberty and "In God We Trust." The value skyrockets if the coin is in excellent condition, meaning no major scratches, wear, or damage. If you think you have a rare 1969 penny, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. A coin with a high grade, such as MS65 or higher, could be worth significantly more. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Some 1969 Lincoln pennies with the double die error have sold for hundreds of thousands and even up to $1 million at auction. In 2008, one of these pennies sold for an astonishing $126,500, and others have continued to fetch incredible prices over the years. You might be wondering, where can I find one of these valuable 1969 pennies? Well, they could be hiding in plain sight. Check your old coin collections, look through pocket change, or even visit local coin dealers and flea markets. You never know, one lucky find could change your life. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, the 1969 Lincoln penny is definitely one to keep an eye out for. If you find one, make sure to check for the double die error, have it graded, and who knows, you might just be holding $1 million treasure. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome coin finds and stories. And let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny in your change? 1970 Liberty Abraham Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, some of these pennies have fetched staggering amounts up to millions of dollars. So, what makes this coin so special, and could you have one in your pocket right now? Let's find out. First minted in Denver, the 1970 Lincoln penny carries the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, with the word Liberty to his left and the date 1970 to his right. But what you really want to look out for is the tiny D mint mark right below the date, which stands for the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design used for Lincoln pennies between 1959 and 2008. But this is where the secrets of the 1970 penny start to unfold. So, what makes some of these coins worth so much? It all comes down to a few key factors: minting errors, rarity, and condition. First, let's talk about minting errors. One of the most valuable types of 1970 Lincoln pennies is the double die error variety. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once with a slight misalignment, leading to doubling on key features like the date, the word Liberty, or even the "In God We Trust" inscription. These double die errors can be extremely rare, and when found in pristine condition, collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for them. Another key factor is the grade or condition of the coin. Coins that have been well preserved, with little to no wear, are rated higher on the grading scale, usually by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. The highest graded 1970 pennies, especially those with errors, are the ones that have sold for over $1 million. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect mint state coin. A high-grade 1970 Lincoln penny with a rare error like a double die or misaligned die can bring in thousands, and in some cases, even millions of dollars. But even if your 1970 penny isn't in perfect condition or doesn't have an obvious error, don't be discouraged. There are still valuable varieties out there, including small date and large date versions, which can also be worth significant sums. The small date variety is slightly more valuable, with collectors seeking out these rarer versions to complete their collections. Knowing the subtle differences between these varieties can make all the difference when it comes to your coin's value. So, before you toss that 1970 penny into a jar, take a closer look. Whether it's an error, a high-grade coin, or a rare variety, you might just have $1 million penny sitting right under your nose. Remember, if you think you have a rare coin, it's always worth getting it professionally evaluated by a certified grading service. And who knows, maybe you'll strike it rich. 1972 Lincoln penny without a mint mark that could be worth millions of dollars. This small coin, often overlooked, might just be one of the most valuable pennies ever minted by the United States. A 1972 Lincoln penny without a mint mark can be valued at millions of dollars under the right conditions. But why is this penny so special? Let's find out. In 1972, the U.S. Mint struck over 5.5 billion pennies, making it one of the most common pennies around. However, not all of them were created equal. Some of these pennies have a unique error that makes them extremely rare and highly valuable. Most pennies from this era were minted at various locations, including Denver and San Francisco, and typically have a mint mark like D or S, but some 1972 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark at the time. So, if your 1972 penny doesn't have a mint mark, it was likely minted in Philadelphia. What really makes the 1972 penny valuable is an error known as a double die. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice by the die, creating a doubling effect. On some 1972 pennies, you can see the doubling on key features like the date, the word Liberty, and "In God We Trust." This error makes the coin highly sought after by collectors. So, how do you know if your 1972 penny is worth millions? Grab a magnifying glass and carefully examine the date and inscriptions. Look closely at Liberty, "In God We Trust," and the date 1972. If you notice a clear doubling effect, you might be holding a rare and valuable coin. Of course, condition matters. Pennies that have been circulated and show signs of wear are less valuable than those in mint condition. A pristine, uncirculated 1972 penny with the double die error can be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars in auctions. In fact, rare 1972 double die pennies have been known to sell for up to $250,000. Imagine that, a single penny turning into a life-changing fortune. Some pristine examples of this coin have fetched millions in auctions when found in perfect condition and with the right certifications. If you believe you found one of these rare pennies, it's essential to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This ensures the coin's authenticity and helps you understand its true value. Who knew that a small coin in your change jar could be worth $1 million? So, next time you come across a 1972 penny, don't just toss it aside, inspect it carefully. You never know, you might be holding a treasure in your hands. Hey coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we explore rare and valuable coins that could be hiding right in your pocket. Today, we're diving into the history and hidden fortune of a classic ****, the 1976 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, ****, yes, you heard that right. This humble penny could be worth millions. Let's find out why. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary penny, but the 1976 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, is more than just a piece of copper. Some of these coins have become prized collector's items, and under the right conditions, they can fetch eye-watering prices at auction ****. We're talking millions of dollars, ****. So, what makes this penny so special? 1976 was a big year for the U.S. America's bicentennial. While people were celebrating 200 years of independence, the Denver Mint was busy producing these Lincoln pennies, which, like many other coins from this era, can have rare variations or errors that make them valuable. This penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But it's not just about the design. What really makes this penny potentially worth millions is its condition, rarity, and errors. Let's break down exactly what to look for if you think you might have a valuable 1976 D penny in your collection. If your penny is in near perfect condition, uncirculated, and with no major wear, it could be worth a significant amount. Coins graded as MS65 or higher can command huge prices. Look closely for any errors, like double die strikes, off-center strikes, or other rare minting mistakes. These kinds of errors can boost the value to astronomical levels. A penny with its original shine, free from tarnish or corrosion, will be worth more. The more pristine the condition, the more a collector is willing to pay. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for pennies minted during key historical years like 1976, making these coins even more desirable. Believe it or not, some of these 1976 D Lincoln pennies have sold for thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. One reason is the combination of scarcity in top-grade conditions and the thrill of finding mint errors. If you come across a pristine or rare 1976 D penny, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So, check your pocket change, search through your coin jars, and look for any 1976 D Lincoln pennies. You never know, you might just have one of these rare coins waiting to be discovered. 1979 D Lincoln penny ****. Could this tiny coin really be worth millions of dollars? You might want to double-check your collection after this video. First, let's talk about what makes this coin special. The 1979 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, bears the iconic D mint mark just below the year. It features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse, we have the Lincoln Memorial, a staple design from 1959 to 2008. Now, not every 1979 D penny is worth millions. Most are only worth their face value, 1 cent. However, if you have a rare, high-grade coin in pristine condition, or one with an error, you could be sitting on a fortune. Collectors and investors look for pennies that are in mint state condition, graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. In fact, at auctions, some 1979 D pennies have sold for over $10,000, and rare error coins or unique varieties could bring that value even higher, potentially reaching millions in the right circumstances. Now, let's dive into one of the key reasons why a 1979 D penny might be worth so much: error coins. Some pennies from this year have unique minting mistakes that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Look out for where parts of the design are struck twice, causing a doubling effect, where a part of the coin is missing. These types of errors can send the value of your coin skyrocketing. It's not just about errors, though. The condition of your coin is critical. A 1979 D penny in excellent, uncirculated condition is far more valuable than one that's been in circulation for years. Coins graded at MS65 or higher, meaning they have no noticeable wear, are what collectors are really after. And if you're lucky enough to find a near-perfect coin, the price tag could climb into the millions. Okay, so you found a 1979 D Lincoln penny in your collection, now what? The best way to determine its value is to get it professionally graded. Send your coin to a reputable service like PCGS or NGC, and they'll assess its condition, check for errors, and give you an official grade. With the growing interest in rare coins, the value of high-grade and error 1979 D pennies has been on the rise. Even if you don't have one worth millions, finding one in great condition could still bring in a hefty profit. So, are you ready to check your change? That 1979 D Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a fortune. Make sure you inspect every penny closely, you never know what treasure could be sitting in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss another coin worth millions. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your collection, who knows, your story could be featured in our next video. 1980 Liberty Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark. This penny might look like any other, but it has a secret that could make it worth a small fortune. Let's start with a brief overview of the 1980 Lincoln penny. This coin was part of the Lincoln Cents series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The design features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, which were replaced in 2010 with the Union Shield design. Now, the 1980 penny you should be looking out for is the one without a mint mark. You might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, mint marks indicate where the coin was produced. In 1980, pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which did not use a mint mark, while those produced in Denver had a D mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large number of these coins, but only a small fraction have significant errors or unique characteristics that enhance their value. So, why is the 1980 Liberty penny without a mint mark worth potentially millions of dollars? The key lies in its rarity and condition. In recent years, a small number of these pennies have been discovered with striking errors, such as doubled dies or unique features, making them incredibly sought after by collectors. One such penny was sold at auction for over $1 million, proving that the right Lincoln penny can indeed be a goldmine. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1980 Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune. Here are a few tips. If you think you have a valuable coin, consider getting it appraised by a professional numismatist. In conclusion, the 1980 Liberty Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark may look like just another penny, but it holds the potential for incredible value. If you find one in your collection, take a closer look. It might just be your ticket to $1 million payday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and valuable insights. Let us know in the comments if you've ever stumbled upon a rare penny. We're diving into a remarkable coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1986 Liberty Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Stick around to find out why this seemingly ordinary penny is worth a fortune. First, let's take a closer look at the 1986 Lincoln penny. This coin was part of a long-standing tradition of honoring one of America's most beloved presidents, Abraham Lincoln. Struck in Philadelphia, this penny features the iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that classic copper color. What makes the 1986 Lincoln penny particularly interesting is its mint mark or lack thereof. Coins produced in Philadelphia during this year did not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver had a D. This distinction is vital for collectors, as the absence of a mint mark can significantly impact a coin's value. Now, let's talk about demand. The 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is rare. While millions were produced, fewer of these coins are in pristine condition, leading to increased collector interest. A well-preserved example can fetch prices in the thousands, and in some cases, even over $1 million at auctions. The condition of a coin is crucial for its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For the 1986 Lincoln penny, coins graded MS65 or higher can command significant prices. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So, how do you identify if your 1986 Lincoln penny is worth more than face value? Here are a few tips. Look for that brilliant shine. The more luster, the better. Any blemishes can decrease the value significantly. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service to get an official grade and certification. If you have one of these valuable pennies, you might be wondering where to sell it. Popular options include online auction sites like eBay, coin shows, and professional dealers. Always do your research and consider getting multiple appraisals to ensure you're getting the best price. We're diving into a fascinating piece of history and numismatics, the 1992 D. Liberty Abraham Lincoln penny. This coin might look like an ordinary penny, but some of them are worth millions of dollars. Let's find out why. The 1992 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver and is part of the Lincoln penny series, which has been a staple of American currency since 1909. It features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what sets the 1992 D penny apart from its counterparts? Let's take a closer look. In 1992, over 4 billion Lincoln pennies were produced, with the Denver Mint contributing around 2.4 billion of those. While that may sound like a lot, not all coins are created equal. Among those minted, a specific variety has emerged that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. Some 1992 D pennies exhibit a unique characteristic. They have the close AM design on the reverse, where the letters A and M in America almost touch. This variation is incredibly rare and highly sought after, making it one of the most valuable pennies in circulation. Now, let's talk value. A regular 1992 D penny is worth just 1 cent. However, if you happen to find the rare close AM version, it can fetch anywhere from $1,000 to an astonishing $2 million at auction, depending on its condition and whether it has been graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. In 2016, a close AM penny sold for over $1 million, while another one sold for nearly $2 million just a year later. These coins are not only valuable due to their rarity, but they also tell a story about the evolution of minting processes in the US. Now, you might be wondering how to identify if you have one of these rare coins. Here's a quick guide. Look closely at the reverse side of the penny. If the A and M in America are almost touching, congratulations, you might have a close AM penny. Make sure your penny has the D mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. For any serious collectors out there, consider sending it to a professional grading service to get an official grade and increase its value. To sum it up, the 1992 D. Liberty Abraham Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a simple coin can hold tremendous value. If you're a coin collector or just someone with an interest in numismatics, always keep an eye out for those rare variations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content about coins and their values. And let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny. We're diving into a truly remarkable find, the 2016 D. Lincoln penny that could be worth a staggering $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, stick around as we unravel the story behind this rare gem. The 2016 D. Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, was produced as part of the United States Mint series celebrating Abraham Lincoln. Featuring the iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, this penny is a staple in American currency. While most 2016 D. Lincoln pennies are worth just 1 cent, some of them have been discovered with unique characteristics that can drastically increase their value. These characteristics include specific mint errors or uncirculated conditions that can make them exceptionally rare. So, what should you be looking for in your 2016 D. Lincoln pennies? Here are a few key features that could signal a potentially valuable coin. This error occurs during the minting process, creating a double impression of the design. Look for noticeable doubling on the date or the lettering. If your penny appears to be misaligned, showing part of the blank planchet, it could be a valuable off-center strike. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services, can command prices in the thousands or even millions. Several collectors have reported finding these rare variations, with some fetching astonishing prices at auctions. For example, a 2016 D Lincoln penny with a doubled die sold for over $1 million at a recent auction. Such finds are rare but serve as a reminder to always check your change. To see if you have a potentially valuable 2016 D penny, you'll need a good magnifying glass, some patience, and a bit of knowledge. Here's a quick checklist: inspect your coins for any noticeable errors. Use a reputable coin grading guide to determine its condition. Consider consulting with a professional coin dealer if you think you have something special. The 2016 D Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of currency, it's a testament to the rich history of American coinage. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, always keep your eyes peeled for that elusive rare penny that could change your life. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin-related content, and share your own coin hunting stories in the comments below. Happy hunting!